Welcome back. So before we went for a break, you gave us a little bit of your story that you've joined MKU and you are doing special needs education, and also you are the Miss MKU. So now, how was it to become a model? How is it to become a model?
I feel like, or rather I believe that modeling is not all about beauty. It's not all about fashion, but I believe that it's all about what you are advocating for. I mean, what can you give back to the society? What is it that you can lay on the table? As much as you're modeling, yes. That's why we have the question and answering sessions. That's when you distinguish between a model and, the title holder and all the contestants. And I really feel like to be a model, it's all about what you are advocating for. It's all about what you can give back to the society. I mean, what is it that we are expecting from you as a model? I mean, the society is expecting something from you. So therefore, you can be advocating for several things. We have like several advocacies like mental health, environmental advocates. We have advocates for education. We have early teenage pregnancy. Those people are advocating for it. They are fighting for the rights of, like even the prisoners. We have a lot of things. And for me, I advocate for the persons with disability, their rights and their empowerment. Yeah, so I believe that modeling is all about what you can lay on the table. I believe that modeling is all about what is it that you can give back to the society. You have a role as a model. Yeah.
So you've talked about advocating for different things. So you've also talked about advocating for mental health. Is it your field?
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally majoring with the persons with disability, so that means it's a huge role. When we talk about mental health, how is their mental health? When we talk about, let's talk of education, advocating for education. I mean, I'm dealing with the persons with disability, so if it's about education, if it's about mental health, all of them, I'm there to stand in for them. I'm like, how about them? Are they included? Because I believe an inclusive society is all that we need, and for the betterment of our future and our generation and also our society, inclusivity is all that we need. So as much as you're dealing with mental health, are we including the persons with disability? As much as you're talking of education, are the persons with disability are getting access to education? Let's talk of fashion, let's talk of talent. Are they being included? So it's a huge role. And of course, mental health, I also advocate for the persons with disability, their mental health and everything.
So when you do the advocacy for persons with disability, do you get any sponsorship from the government or the National Council for Persons with Disability or any organization that does mental health advocacy?
I should certainly say yes, because at some point it depends how interactive are you. I mean, like, how can you be able to partner with people and how can you access them? You know, when you talk about sponsorship with the government, the point is, how can you be able to access the government? How can you be able to access those appropriate sponsors? I should say that my school has been supporting me, my friends, and most importantly, I've been partnering with some organizations which are in the same field. So when it comes to, let's say I'm having like last month I had a pad donation. I had a pad drive and inner pants for the ladies and the boys. So when it comes to the fundraising and the sponsorship and partnership, it's all about your effort, because it's so hard to get sponsors, but it's up to you to make sure you reach out to them. But for me, I've tried partnership with other organizations, some well-wishers, contribution. Yeah, some part of my school and my friends have also been with me, but So far the government have not yet sponsored me, and I believe in the process.
So, so you say that you've not gotten any funds from the government. Do you have any other partners that you're working with right now?
Okay, right now I don't have a specific partner, but you know, when you are in a certain field, like let's say initiatives and foundations, we have several people who I know they are CEOs of their own organization. Like I don't have a specific person who I can say that they are supporting me, but I know when I'm having a project, I can reach out to one or two. We help each other. But right now I don't have a specific organization or a specific partner who like I can say I'm running to right now to go for support and something.
So what is your relationship with your model, or in this case mentor?
Sorry?
What is your relationship with your mentor?
Oh really? I think I should say, so far my relationship with my mentor. First of all, let's talk of my mentor. That is, do I really have a mentor? But there are some people I look up to. I don't really have a specific mentor, but I look up to so many people who are in this modeling industry. I look up to the former Miss Universe, that was Zibini Tunzi. She's from South Africa, and I look up to the current Miss Universe from USA. She's called Arboni. So I have so many people who I look up to. So I don't have a specific person that I can say this is my mentor, or maybe I'm looking up to something and stuff. But of course, when it comes to modeling, I have something that I'm literally aspiring to, maybe one day to go represent my country, Kenya, out there, like to carry the flag of the Kenya. I mean, go represent my country, go interact outside there, international wise and everything. Yeah.
So, what do you need to do to join Miss World, to join such competitions like international competition or Miss World competition? What do you require?
Okay, what I can say is that you require, first of all, you need to have the passion. You need to have all it takes. I mean, let passion drive you. That's the number one thing. And then it's so unfortunate that in our country, Kenya, we have like limited slots. We have like limited national directors. Like let's talk of Miss Grand International happened last month, the end of last month. I think last week or last week, but one Miss Grand International. Apparently we do not have any national director from our country, Kenya. So I really feel like when it comes to international representation, our country is not doing so much, because we even have Miss Universe. It's about to happen late this month, and right now representatives have already started. But it's unfortunate that in our country we don't have the national directors who are maybe limited to the specific, who are maybe aimed to the specific pageants. You see, we like have specific pageants which you go introduce yourself, or maybe you go participate in, and then you go represent yourself. You represent your country international wide. So I should say that in our country, Kenya, we really have like limited slots. We really have like limited national directors. Of course, yes, we have international pageants, but I really feel like for our country it's so tricky. But for other international pageants, I feel like if you have money, you can sponsor yourself. That's you're good to go. Because if you don't have a national director, you can reach out to the franchise and then you go represent. But now you see, when you're going like individually, it's more costly compared to when you're passing through the national director, because the national director will help you get the funds and sponsorship and everything, because you understand it's a lot, it requires a lot of money. And for an individual, I feel like it's so hard for somebody to reach out to, or maybe to get that exact sponsorship for self-sponsorship. Yeah.
I hope that going on, you represent us, you represent our country. So what are the challenges that you face as a model?
Number one, people's perception about modeling. Just as I have told you, people do not understand that modeling is not all about beauty. It's not just about beauty and fashion. It's all about what are you standing for, what are you advocating for, what are you giving back to the society. I believe that when you came to this world, apart from just being a model, being an individual, there is something that God gave you that is expecting you to deliver to the world, is expecting you to deliver to the society, you see. So I really believe like it's that much connected. Like as much as you're a model, you need to have something that you're advocating for. So I really believe that people's perception about modeling, maybe it's because they do not understand like modeling is a whole role, it's a whole set of responsibilities. It's not just about modeling. You have roles, you have responsibilities, you have so many things that you are supposed to do during that one reign of a whole year. So people's perception about modeling has been one of the greatest challenges, you know. Then another thing is financially modeling requires money. I mean, so that means for you even to get that title, for you to even be able to contest somewhere, you must be able to get something. How are you going to get your outfits on the runway? Because you must be smart, you must be elegant, you must be able to give out something on that stage, you see. So that means you have to get money, you have to get somebody who can support you, if it's your parents or if it's not your parents. And sometimes being supported by parents is also so hard, because parents do believe like modeling is another thing. Like people tend to misunderstand modeling as prostitution or kind of sort, you know. So definitely when your parents are so ignorant, they will definitely be like, no, I don't want to see you doing modeling, I don't want to see you doing this and this, you know. So those have been so many challenges in modeling. But number one, that is the people's perception about modeling. When you're out there and somebody notices that you're a model, they want to maybe use you. And financial challenges, that is what I can say. You have to get something, and lastly, you have to know how you interact with people, because as much as you're having this title, within that period, how have you interacted with people? As much as you have had that title, which connections have you made with people? So that is some of the challenges that I have encountered that I can say.
That is a little bit sad, because it's hard. It's sad that many people don't understand what is modeling. But that aside, any word of advice to our viewers?
Yeah, my advice to my viewers out there, if there is any of you who is like passionate in joining modeling, and maybe they don't have a way, or maybe somebody who can help them pass through it, or maybe take a step, I just want to tell you to make a step. Make that step. It's better to try rather than not to try. Like, it's better you try and fail rather than not trying at all, because when you try and you fail, you've already taken a step forward. So anybody of you outside there who is viewing, who is watching this interview, I want to urge you to take a step in what you are doing and believe in yourself. Do not be swayed. Of course, there are a lot of challenges, but what I can tell you is that remember why you started, and remember what you're going for, and remember you are into this thing because it's your passion and it's what you love. So love it and take a step.
Wow, that was so nice. Kindly tell our viewers your social media platform and where they can get you.
Yeah, so my social media platforms, I use the same name. Hope ZILPER, Hope_ZILPER is my Instagram name. Hope ZILPER on Facebook, Hope ZILPER on TikTok, Hope ZILPER on Twitter, and all the social media handles you can get me as Hope_ZILPER.
Thank you so much, viewers. Do not forget